Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. My name is Joaquina, but I go by Jackie for short. In today's video, I'm going to go over why you should consider having a portfolio. But not only that, I'm going to step behind the scenes of the different portfolios that I built for myself and that I build out for clients, potentially if they want that service. So if that sounds like something that you are interested in, make sure you stay tuned to the end. Okay, so let's talk about why you would want to consider having a portfolio. Well, one of the first things is because it showcases your work. And I know you're like, well, isn't that what the resume do? Well, a resume can only be so long. And if it's over a certain number of pages, it's absolutely obnoxious to read. No one wants to do that. But a portfolio is a way to expand on what you have outlined on your resume. Like you can go deep into the different projects and really walk the person through the different journeys of you starting the project to what the initial outcome was of the project. So that is one of the first reasons you should definitely have a portfolio. A second reason is it builds credibility. While to some people, depending on where you are in your career, you should always be credible in whatever your field of expertise is. See, I'm in payroll, and my whole thing is always talking about payroll and the benefits of payroll. But recently, within the last couple of years, I switched over to global payroll. And I know in order to do that, I had to put out a lot of information on global payroll, especially when it came to getting on projects. Now, this is another thing. You can have a portfolio and be recommended for different projects by just sending them, hey, this is it. And you could do that externally or internally. And that is exactly how I was able to get on projects that I truly was not qualified. Now, I always use this word qualified to be on, is by having my own personal portfolio. A next reason is one of my favorite, and it has to do with personal branding. I am an advocate for personal branding. That is really what this whole channel is even about. I am a strong believer and you should have a personal brand. And by having a portfolio, it separates you from what is shown on the platform and the different constraints you have on those platforms and what you can build out on your own website. So I am a huge proponent of that. And if you are a huge proponent of personal branding, let me know in the comments below, because that is one of the major benefits of having a portfolio website. It is your own. You get to do whatever you want to do, well, within reason, to the site, and it's yours. So whatever you put out to the public, that's what you put out to the public. So however you want to be perceived, you can control that with your own professional portfolio website. Another reason why you should have it, it's a great tool for networking. Just think about it. Okay, so yeah, you could say to someone, yeah, just follow me on LinkedIn and all of this other stuff. But if you have your own personal portfolio with your name, like for mine, it says www.jackiewilkins.com. You could just tell them, oh yeah, just hit me on my personal website, jackiewilkins.com. It just has a different ring to it because you can integrate your own booking system. Not that you can't do that you can't do that on LinkedIn. You have to, you can set up a link that goes to the booking forms, but on a personal website, you can actually do that directly within Google, what I'm going to show you, where I prefer to build my personal portfolio websites with Google Sites. So it's just one of those things. It takes up networking to a whole nother level. Professional, she is legit, and that I want to work with that. And the last thing, but there's so many other things, and I kind of touched on this, is the flexibility and control. You're not being controlled by the constraints of the different platforms. So you have LinkedIn, you have Instagram, even YouTube. I mean, there's only so much that you can do. When it's your website, you get to do what you want. You can configure it how you want with and reason, because there are some website builders that you can only do so much. But really, whatever you're thinking in your head, you can put it out there onto a website and create your own. And you don't have to worry about, oh, well, if I'm going to get blocked, or maybe this isn't going to get pushed, or if it is. The only thing you have to do is just make sure that anything you write is SEO friendly, to make sure that it gets picked up by Google and other search engines in order to promote what you have to say. So now I'm going to take you behind the scenes of a portfolio website that I develop. So for this particular website, this is a mock person, and the person is named Jessica Lane, and her theme is, I want boho, boss, chic, all in one. And she is a business analyst. So this website is actually built out for a business analyst. So let me take you in preview mode so we can see what this looks like on a computer, as if you were searching it on your side. So at the top, you see the person has in the hero section a strong image. We have the start here about services that this person offers and different resources and contact information. Also in this section, her name goes across to say exactly who she is, with a lot of key words that identifies with being a BA. So as we scroll down, you will see her value proposition. So her whole thing is about building a strategy-driven business. So what does she do? Well, she helps professionals and businesses turn data into results, with some verbiage about that to lead up to who is this person. So this is another section where she describes who she is, like who Jessica is. And if you click on this button, it will actually take you to the about section, but I'll do that in a second. So we can just go down the homepage. Next, we have another section that says discover the tools I trust. And what this is the tech stack that she uses. Now, the reason why this is so powerful is because this gets you into affiliate marketing, and you'll see this in a second as to why I say that. Either way, you would click on this link and it will take you to the resource page. Next, she has her different services. Now, this is just mock services that I came up with. She services two different type of clientele. She does work for individuals, so she does career coaching and data skills training, and charge, I make believe, $350 per session, and it gives a description of what that is. And also for businesses, she does data strategy and process optimization, which is which she charges about $3,500 per project, depending on what the project is about. And there's a little description, and then you can learn more. Next, there is a freebie section, and this is her data strategy starter kit. Always a way to collect emails. This is a great way to do it. And let me know in the comments if you like this layout, what you think about the layout, if you think I should change it or anything like that. And lastly, she has the Let's Connect and Book Now. And when you click on this book now, it actually takes you to the calendar link to book. And I'll show you how that works. And lastly, we have in the footer section is her logo again with some pictures. All of these pictures would then redirect to whatever platform she is on. Usually it's Instagram if you're showing pictures, and they will all lead to her Instagram page. also on the bottom is the business hours and the different social media sites where she can be followed on. Now, let's go back up to the top. Let's start off with about. So the about section is, once again, it's going to start with another hero section, very strong, nice picture in the background with some text and a subtext underneath. So your business analyst and growth strategist. So that's what Jessica is all about. Once again, it's going to be another section about Jessica. So it's about who she is. We're creating the story. And then it's going to be a strong quote that is particular to Jessica. And then lastly, it's going to be a weekly insights for impact-driven business analysts. So this is a weekly newsletter, another opt-in form to try to get people to sign up right here. Next, we go over to the services section, and it starts off once again with a nice photo. Then we have a strong title. Then we have some verbiage. You go down and it gives you a little more detail about the different offerings. So this is going to be a strategy session that's about 60 minutes. And this is the career growth, and it breaks down what this is and what you'll receive. And it has that investment tag, because whenever you're selling something, you know, there's always going to be someone that's talking about, oh, well, it's too expensive. But it's all about how you phrase it. And once again, this is going to be a link in order to book it that will take you out to your Google Calendar with the integration. Next is another service option as a fractional data partner. And once again, you explain what it is, what you'll receive, and what is the investment. And then it says how it works. So then it will break down exactly how it works. So step 1, the discovery session. Step 2, you customize strategy and planning. Number 3 is implementation. And this is a good section to have, because it's like, it tells the person how, okay, so you told me all this, but what's next? It gives them the information right then and there. Next is a section for if they're still not convinced. So if the person is still undecided, you still want them to get on a clarity call. Lastly, well, not lastly, but next we have frequently asked questions. And it will be a drop down of everything that it can provide, how you should prepare for the session, and all this other stuff. Just a little thing so people can, like, common questions that they would ask. And then once again, you want them to try to sign up for the weekly insight. So I'm telling you, this is a real nice laid out website. I mean, you wouldn't think that this is a Google site at all. Next, we have the resources page. Now, see, this is what I was talking about earlier. So if you have any tech tools that, like, this can work if you have any type of affiliate links with any of the different softwares, when on the learn more or whatever you want to name it, that's where you would put your affiliate link. So if the person clicks, then you can actually get a commission from that. So this is like total genius to have something like this. You should always think about having a resource page, like systems I love, tools I cannot live without, whatever you want to name this as, this is what it will be. So it goes through the different it goes through the different tools that a BA would know. And this also shows that you know what you are doing in the field that you're doing it in. So the different communication tools, database management tools, and project management tools, because those are the 4 major categories when it comes to being a BA. And once again, we have the weekly impact once again, we have the opt-in form to that, and that goes across all of the pages because you want to continue to try to get them to click. But you're just building a little bit more credibility here. And lastly, we have the Let's Connect. So this is a straightforward, hey, contact me, let's connect. For general inquiries, they would press this button here, and that will take you immediately to email. It will prompt them to create an email just like you've seen right there. So I'm going to close that out. Or they could just schedule a clarity call. Now, this is the same clarity call that you've seen on the previous pages, except when you do this, you get to actually book it. Now, it's hooked up to mine right now just to see if the integration is working, and it is. And they would be able to come on here and book it, and you would have your cancellation policy and things like that. If you want to know how all of this works, I can do a in-depth tutorial on how to get all of that to work and streamline. That will be no problem. So once again, you have your weekly insights and you have your footer. So now with Google Sites, you can also view in different modes. Right now, we're on the website mode, but if you're on a tablet, y'all, it looks great. It really does. It really does. Go into the different pages, the about section. It's like really seamless about Jessica, and it's a beautiful website. I'm just quickly going through the different offerings, and it looks really good on tablet. Now, most people use their phone. So let's go to how it would look on a phone. And once again, it's already optimized and responsive. So it looks really, really, really good. There's only so much you can do with the responsiveness because it all goes based on how you build it. But that's why you have to have like a clear goal on how to build this website. So after showing you how you can actually utilize a website and make it for your profit or your gain, you seen in this website, this was an example of a BA. She's able to showcase her skills. She's also able to leverage those skills in order to obtain opportunity outside of traditional 9 to 5. And that is what I'm all about, is getting your money in different ways, utilizing the skills that you have in order to be profitable. Let me know in the comments below if you think that this is a good idea. And also in the comments, let me know if you may be interested in the template that I showed you today. I'm going to leave my contact information in the description box below. So don't be shy, and let's continue this conversation below. Until next time, have a great day and peace out.